All right, what is going on, everybody? So, funny enough, my first losing day on the Top Step account was today, and it was the final day of January. So, if I would have just hit the $200 day or just, not even traded today, right, I would have been undefeated for the month of January. But ended up posting this all over my other socials like Instagram, Twitter. So, I'm showing you guys the Twitter account here because I wanted to show you guys this. I thought this was pretty cool. See myself on the top five P&Ls from yesterday. So if you guys missed the recap from yesterday, you guys can go check that out. So yeah, just wanted to update you guys, and I wanted to show you guys that losses do happen. So again, this is my first loss on the Top Step account. I've been tracking the whole progression of the XFAs to the live account and now the live account pretty much in these recaps. And I'm only going to be planning on doing about 2 recaps for the YouTube. It's just this week. You guys have been pretty spoiled, but I wanted to show you guys that losses do happen, and I'll walk you through the trades that I ended up taking today. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's jump on the charts and let's get to it. All right, so jumping onto the charts here, pretty crazy day. One thing I do want to go over before we jump into the price action today is the low of week that occurred on Monday. So big tip here, when we have a low or high of week occurring on a Monday, so if you suspect that the low or high of week is coming in on a Monday, we can suspect that the rest of the week is going to be bullish and the high of week is going to be made, or low of week is going to be made on Friday. All right, so we can expect that if the lower high of week is on Monday, right? So if we expect it to come in on Monday, then we can expect the rest of the week to be in that same direction, or in the opposite direction, excuse me. So if we make low of week on Monday, we can expect high of week to come in on Friday. Vice versa, for high of week on Monday, we can expect low of week to come in on Friday for the most part. Right, so that's exactly what happened this week. We dumped 1,000 points. We came all the way back up to the 771 area, and we even came up to this 4-hour fair value gap. So let's go ahead and break down the trades that I took today. So coming into the day, we had Asia session push up. I didn't trade the overnight session because we had already hit the 771 area in Asia session. So I wasn't super interested in trading overnight session just because we hit one of the main objectives for the week. The funny thing is that I wasn't even planning on trading today. I just woke up and I thought I seen like a pretty decent trade. So coming into the morning, I seen that we had a nice 5-minute fair value gap here, and I wasn't trying to go short here, but I was trying to short up here at around 930. Because at the same time, we had very nice relative equal lows with London. However, at the time, I did not see this, but London session low right here from 2 to 5, right? That London kill zone time. From 2 to 5, we made a low and we were sponsored, or this low here was sponsored from a 1-hour fair value gap. So that was sponsored there. So the low didn't need to be taken. And also, we already had a turtle soup here, right? We already had a sweep on liquidity here going into 930. So when 930 opened up like this and we had a bearish S&T with ES, I thought that we were going to reject off of here because we were already filling about halfway of the new week opening gap. So I thought we were going to come down after, making this bearish SMT here, because at the same time, ES was still respecting its 5-minute fair value gap right here until 10 a.m. or until 9:50 when it closed above it, right? At this point, when it started coming down, I ended up getting out for a loss of about like $1,000. So I ended up entering right around here. Literally no I didn't have like any lower time from confirmation. So I literally broke all my rules. First, I traded on Friday, which I usually don't do. I don't like trading Fridays for this very reason. 2, I entered on literally me thinking that it was going to come down, and it was coming down. Like, I literally entered at 934. We're dropping lower, and I entered just based on the SMT and the ES respecting the fair value gap. So I thought we were going to come down to this London low and possibly even the Asia low. So I had my TP1 set at these relative equal lows, this low and that low, right? They're relative to each other. But fortunately, this thing came back up. Didn't really care for it, and then I ended up just getting out for $1,000 loss because I noticed that we were just pushing higher. We disrespected the bearish fair value gap here on the 1 minute, and then it ended up going higher. So I wanted to wait till the PM session, because if this was going to keep pumping higher and we were trying to draw up to the relative equal highs at 22,111, which, Friday could have done that, but it didn't, obviously, right? We reversed here at around 11 or 12. When it started pushing up, I wanted to wait for PM session or around 12 o'clock, because 12 o'clock is a key time. It's a new 6-hour open. That's a London close as well. And that's usually where reversals happen if Friday is going to be the high of week, or a continuation, right? We get a nice retracement at 11, and then 12 will either continue the move from the morning, which I thought we were going to do, or 12 will reverse on a Friday like it did today. So right here, you can see 12 open lower, and this is where, I mean, you guys probably seen the flow state model here, but I didn't pay attention. I was reading the market wrong here because we have a 1 hour fair value gap right here, right? So we have a bearish 1 hour fair value gap that we were tapping into. 11 a.m. opened higher, sweeping the 10 a.m. candles high. At the same time over here on ES, we were tapping into that same 1 hour fair value gap here. Also, we were tapping into a 4 hour order block. So if I go to the 4 hour, you'll see that we were tapping into this 4 hour OB from last Friday. So if I go back to the 1 hour, you can see here we swept the 10 a.m. high at 11. If I go to the 5 minute, you'll see that 11 opened higher with no bottom wick. Right here is the 11 a.m. candle. We pushed up, we hit the fair value gap, and then we got a change in the state of delivery right here, okay? Now, when we were coming lower here at 12, we ended up sweeping out all of these little internal sell side lows, tapping into the 1 hour fair value gap. And you guessed it, I was expecting continuation here because 12 opened lower, sweeping out the lows and tagging that 1 hour fair value gap and the 15-minute fair value gap. And also a 1 hour CRT was just completed. So I really thought that we were going to continue higher, at least to make a new high of day after we changed delivery here at 12:20. And you can see it respected the 5-minute fair value gap here for a little bit, but then ultimately ended up just dying off at like 115. So in this new 15-minute candle just went way lower, stopped me out for another like $900,000 loss. So I lost about like 1,900 to 2K today. And after that, it was 2 losses. I was pretty much done. I didn't want to trade anymore. And besides, on the Top Step live accounts, they only give you a $3,000 daily loss limit. So either way, I probably would have made it back if I would have kept trading. But per my rules, it's only just 2 trades a day. And you can see here, I mean, these relative equal lows, it came all the way back down here. So the original bias I had down here was correct, but I just entered at a wrong time, right? Funny enough, because I wasn't bullish. I wasn't too bullish right here until I started seeing the 1 minute start flipping over here. And then I wasn't too bearish right here because of all the criteria I just explained. 12 p.m. open low, sweep the lows into that 1 hour fair value gap, change the delivery on the 1 minute and 5 minute. We respected the fair value gap here for a little bit. Then after we closed here at 105, that was the first sign of trouble. As soon as we closed below that, disrespected that, we were respecting the original 5-minute CISD that happened over here out of this 1 hour bearish fair value gap, and then causing the high of week here at 11 a.m. So 11 a.m. new 1 hour open into the 1 hour PD array, 5-minute change. That's the high of day right there. Came back up, retested this, and this is where price stopped to continue higher. And yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it. We ended up just dropping way lower, attacking the Asia low, and this thing just dropped super far, like on a Friday. That's pretty insane. But yeah, that's how I lost. That's how I lost today. Funny enough, again, I pretty much broke all my rules down here on the first one. The second one, I'm not so mad about because I followed pretty much everything, but I was reading the market wrong. We ended up tapping into here, and I didn't go to the 15-second either. I wasn't paying attention to the 15-second. If I go to the 15-second, I mean, we did get a change in delivery. So, and I mean, you can just see here the flow state was on this chart all over the place, right? We had a nice buy side here. Again, this is the Vendetta model, pushes up, sweeps the internal buy side, taps the CISD, taps it again there. Again, change in delivery there. So you had a couple chances to get in on this bearish CISD from the 5-minute all the way down to the 15-second, as you guys can see here. But again, fair enough. I wasn't paying attention to the 15-second. I really thought the 5-minute was going to work. I was not paying attention to the 15-second down here either out of this bullish fair value gap. I was just staying on the 5-minute. I thought we were going to push higher here going into PM session, but that's why you gotta flip through these time frames, man, and look at all your options and all the possible scenarios that could happen. Because right here, I mean, this was really, really nice. So if anybody caught these shorts right here at around 12 going into 1 into the PM session, good shit. You fucking killed it. But yeah, I mean, you can see the flow state model has a very, very nice win rate, very high win rate, and it fucking rocks, dude. I mean, a lot of you guys have been loving that model. You guys have been fucking killing it with that model. A lot of you guys have been telling me, DMing me that you guys have not had losing days with that model. So absolutely crazy. It's just the model is fire. I just read the market wrong, right? I just read the market wrong. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. I was also in a call with a mentee, so no blame to him, but yeah, I was not really paying attention to this second trade here. So it's all good, but yeah, that's going to wrap up January for me. It was a great month. So let's rock on to February and let's see what we can do in February. So I'll keep you guys updated on this account. Before I end this video, again, if you guys want to be mentored by me, I'm going to have a wait list down below. We are starting to contact everybody on that wait list this weekend. So if you guys get a call, an email from me, don't be scared. Answer it. It's us. It's me or my team calling you guys, emailing you guys, texting you guys. So make sure you guys answer if you guys are really serious about the mentorship. But yeah, appreciate everybody pulling up, watching these recaps, and have a great rest of you guys' weekend. See you guys later.